Dobry den, everybody. My name is Hideout, and welcome to another video of mine. 5 months ago, I uploaded a video about Granny 1.8, how that update made the game scarier than ever. And I was planning to upload another video where I would complete the game again, but that time on nightmare mode with extreme difficulty settings and get the secret ending. Gosh, that even sounds exhausting. But unfortunately, around that time, the studies at university began again, and during that time I do not really have time or energy to make videos. But here we are. To be honest, there is also one more video, not about Granny, but it's fully recorded. I only need to edit it, so expect something new soon. The reason why I wanted to make this video was because one day I was watching YouTube and I encountered a video by a popular streamer, Queso. I like this guy, and he was testing the Granny trilogy on extreme difficulty settings, and it looked pretty hard. So I started questioning myself whether it was actually possible to beat the game on extreme difficulty setting as an average player. And turns out that yes. It took me 5 days, but most of that time was spent on discovering optimal techniques on how to beat this game on such a high difficulty setting, up until the very last two when I actually knew what I was doing. But it was very exhausting nonetheless. So guys, you should never listen to your intrusive thoughts while playing video games, because you will be only abusing yourself instead of having fun. So from then on, I only played the game on normal difficulty, because it's like riding a bike. You know the outcome. It's still challenging enough, but it doesn't drive you insane. The other problem was that I ended up with half an hour of uncut content, and I really did not know what to do with it, because I did not want to make the video too long. So I decided that I will upload the whole footage without commentary as a separate video, and in this video we will discuss a sort of guide on how I did that. So without further ado, let's begin. First off, I would like you to know what nightmare mode and extreme difficulty presuppose. Extreme difficulty makes Granny run incredibly fast, and nightmare mode makes her even faster. Besides, nightmare mode absolutely changes the environment and adds these ghost rats that bite you, and upon each bite, Granny is alerted, and you know that she's responsive to every sound. Darker mode is always on. If you plan to escape via door, 2 additional locks will be placed. And what makes this difficulty so unique is the placement of iron bars in the middle of secret area tunnel. It's the key area that allows you to escape from many dangerous situations, but unfortunately not on this difficulty. Great. Now you're familiar with all the preliminary remarks, and now let's proceed with useful tips. Tip number 1: play with no music.
No music.
You can turn off the music in the settings, and it will allow you to hear Granny better. But when she approaches you, you will still hear her chasing theme, so no worries. Tip number 2: item presets. There are predetermined item locations, meaning that they are not entirely random, and there are 5 of them. Some make beating the game easier, some make it harder. And the item preset that you'll see in this video is number 4. For instance, the gasoline can is located in the shed on the lower shelf. It's probably the easiest item preset for escaping through the door, and since we also intend to get the secret ending, we will have to escape through that route. Tip number 3: I would like you to learn these 2 tricks that make beating the game significantly easier. The first one is using the sauna as many times as possible. Using the sauna knocks Granny down for 15 seconds, but you also have 15 spare seconds when she is trying to open the door. The second one is dropping an item behind the mentioned iron bars, kind of smuggling it, and but you will have to make sure that Granny heard that sound so that she moves in that direction. And then you have to wait a couple of seconds, and what should be done next is moving towards your spawn, stepping on a creaking floor, and then hiding under the table. Granny will then move extremely fast toward that place where you stepped on a creaking floor, and she won't notice you hiding under the table. And then you can proceed to the kitchen and then escape through the window, and then obviously use the sauna again. Like I said, use it as many times as possible. But make sure that you do not make any additional noises after stepping on that creaking floor. Sometimes this trick may not work, as you may see in that video, because it requires a little bit of practice. And the final tip, tip number 4, is treading lightly.
Tread lightly.
This means that you shouldn't retrieve more than one item at a time after using the sauna. Thus, beating the game takes a little bit longer, but you know that you're safe and you're progressing little by little. Speaking of one peculiar area, namely the spider cellar, where Spider Mom, aka Angeline, resides, it's rather complicated, to be honest. I've seen different gameplays where the player would just follow Angeline behind and always know where she is, but that didn't really work for me. As we know, Angeline can randomly just turn her head and then see you, and you know that as soon as she screams, it doesn't matter how far you are away, you know that you're done, because it's like a screamer. She approaches you at incredibly high speeds. So my tip, it's not really a tip, but my method is taking your item and then running away. Even if she catches you, you'll still make a little bit of progress. It may cost you a couple of lives, but that's just how it worked for me. It wasn't our purpose to beat the game without losing a single life anyway. Oh, yeah, and I almost forgot. Probably the most important thing is getting the secret ending. As you already know, you get the secret ending by escaping through the door, but before that, you would have to uh, drop a teddy bear in Slenderina's cradle on the third floor. Teddy bear can be found in a secret passage, but the problem is that Granny just goes bonkers after that. She immediately knows uh, your location, and the only way is making her not active. And I'm not gonna repeat myself, you already know how to do that. But apart from that, I would highly recommend you to get a shotgun. Um, and that preset number 4 uh, helps you to assemble the shotgun early in the game. So you grab the teddy bear. uh, Granny runs towards where you are, but she decides not to uh, crawl through that tiny space, but you can knock her out by using the shotgun without being caught, and then you will have even more time to uh, reach the third floor and drop the teddy bear. There was one minor flaw. I believe if I didn't accidentally get caught in that bear trap, I would end up with one extra life. But thankfully, I escaped straight afterwards. And I hope you haven't forgotten about our special heading, Art of the Day. If you're new to this channel, every video I try to make a themed drawing. This time I prepared Granny's pets. Here you can see her crow, who bites you when you try to steal an item, and her aggressive spider on the third floor. You need to give him meat, otherwise he will hunt you. And I decided to draw the newer version because there is an older version. It's Tarantula. um, Honestly, I think that the newer version is scarier, but I would honestly prefer to have both in the game. Maybe uh, either one of them would be present in the nightmare mode or something. Overall, that's all there is to say. Good luck beating Granny by using this guide. Hope this helps. But let me be honest with you, I'm not gonna upload guides on how to beat Granny Extreme Mode in the second or the third volume, because it just I don't want to go through that experience again. I may or may not upload a video on Granny the Second or Granny the Third in the future, but right now I just don't feel like playing Granny. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Have a wonderful day and see you soon.